Welcome. You have successfully checked into your abundance timeline.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Karyn Medeiros. I am your award-winning manifestation coach and your host today. Today, I want to talk about something that I feel a lot of people completely miss when you're manifesting something that you want, and you miss it because you don't know to actually look for it. So, in this podcast, I'm going to explain 3 signs that your manifestation is actually already on its way, and that you probably don't even know to look out for it. So, whether it is money, a new opportunity, a new job, relationship, a new business goal, whatever it is, most people thinks manifestation kind of works like this. You ask for something, and then suddenly the exact thing that you asked for shows up. And you're like, oh my God, manifestation is like so magic. But we know, or some of us know, that that's not how manifestation works most of the time, right? Before the big thing arrives, before your manifestation arrives, there's usually signs, signals, whatever you want to call it, evidence, little shifts, changes in your environment. They all mean the same thing. And if you don't recognize these signs, then what starts to happen is you start to doubt the process, right? Because you don't see any type of evidence. I like to call it evidence. That's what I like to call it. So, most of the time, your manifestation is literally already unfolding, but you don't see the evidence. You don't see the little shifts. You don't see those little signs. So, I'm going to walk you through 3 very clear signs that your manifestation could already be on its way. And then when you start to understand these, you're going to start to notice them everywhere, which is a great thing because now, if you start to notice them, you're going to be like, oh my God, like maybe my manifestation is on its way. So, sign number 1, your energy around the manifestation or your desire starts to change. So, one of the first things that happens when something is about to manifest is that your internal relationship with it shifts. So, you could, like, all of a sudden, you're going to have a different feeling. You could stop feeling desperate about it, right? You stop obsessing over it. You feel a little bit more calm, a little more certain of like, oh yeah, like it's almost like something inside you just knows, like, yeah, this is coming. Like I actually feel it. And you'll say, okay, well, how do I know when I'll feel it? Like you will know when you feel it. And this is really important because manifestation always begins internally before it comes external, right? We know that. We know that our thoughts are so powerful, and our thoughts, like whatever we focus on, expands. So if we are focusing on our manifestation coming true, well, you're going to start to see a shift internally before it comes external. So your thoughts are going to shift, your expectations are going to shift, your identity starts aligning with the version of you who already has the thing, whatever the thing is, the manifestation. So for an example, let's say someone is trying to manifest money. Okay. Someone trying to manifest money might go from thinking, oh, I hope this something works out, I'm really stressed about money, to all of a sudden just like, I don't know exactly how it's going to come, but something is going to open up. I just have that feeling. That shift in energy is huge because once your internal state changes, your decisions start to change, your actions start to change, your confidence, like now all of a sudden your confidence changes. And those changes is what creates the conditions where the opportunities can actually show up for you. So if you notice that your energy around the desire, the manifestation that you want feels lighter or just kind of like a little bit more certain, that's often the first sign that something is already in motion. Okay? Sign number 2, new ideas, new opportunities, new people come into your life, new conversations start appearing. So the second sign your manifestation is on its way is when things begin moving in your environment. So it could look like something like somebody mentioning an opportunity to you, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. Or you're talking to a friend, and just like this random conversation that sparks a new idea. Again, you're like, yeah, I could definitely do that. Or you get an idea, like I call them downloads. You get an idea, you look at something and you're like, wait, I could do this for like my business, or I could try this. Introduction to something new, an email, a message, a connection, a thought, whatever. These little moments are often the bridge between where you are now and the thing that you want. But most people don't see that, right? They just expect manifestation to show up fully formed. So instead, what often appears first is the path to it. So, for an example, let's just stay with the example that you want to manifest more money. Instead of money showing up like immediately, like a suitcase of money, or like somebody calling you up saying, hey, do you want $1,000? You could get an idea for something that you could offer. So if you're an entrepreneur, like, you know how many times where I'm thinking, like, okay, I want to bring in an extra, whatever, 50K, 100K, whatever it is. And I'm like calling in that manifestation. Okay. Like, show me how this could come in. And then a day or two later, I get an idea to create something new or to offer something or whatever. And what comes in? That extra 50 or 100K or whatever that money, that amount of money that I wanted literally comes in. Nobody physically gave me an envelope of 50 grand and said, here you go. I got an idea for something that I could sell, that I could offer, however I could serve, whatever it was, and I made the money. I don't I don't care where the money comes from when I ask for whatever manifestation. If we're just pretending we're just staying on the money idea, that I don't care how it comes. I don't even want to know how it's going to come. I just want to know that it is going to come. Someone could ask you about like whatever you sell, whatever you service. You could meet someone who connects you with the right opportunity. And so when these moments happen, they're not random. They're often doorways to the manifestation, but you have to walk through them, because manifestation, again, manifestation is not just about waiting for things to appear. It's about recognizing opportunities when they show up and then moving with them. So I will give you another real life example of me that actually just happened this morning, of me recording this. This happened this morning to me in bed at like 7 in the morning. So I have on my vision board, and those are all my manifestations. There's one thing that is on my vision board, and it's about all eyes on me campaign kind of thing. And what that means is that I want to be able to serve everyone, right? Well, I want to serve women who want more. That's who I want to serve. Somebody who wants more in life, whether it's more love, more money, more success. Like, they just know, like, you want more. I don't know how to get it. All I know is I'm made for more. I want more. I deserve more. Maybe I don't know if I deserve more, but I do want more. That's who I want to serve. And there's billions of people in this world. And I'm like, okay, how do I get my name out there so people know that I am the best manifestation coach that they could work with? And so I have been manifesting of like, okay, how can I do that? So this morning, I was laying in bed and I was just scrolling real quick before I got up, and this ad popped up, and the ad was 5 minutes to famous, I think it's called. But it's like a mini course, like a mini program but it's taught by a woman. Her name is, I think, Susie. It's taught by a woman who like helps you get PR, like helps you, get your pitches out to editors, magazines, TV shows, all of that stuff. And I had actually taken a free course or a free like webinar of hers probably about 2 or 3 years ago. And 2 or 3 years ago, like, I don't know how it came up, but I was like, oh yeah, I need to go. And I didn't do anything with it. I went to the free webinar and I was like, okay, I got a couple tips, but not too many. There was a program that she was selling. And at that time I was just like, no, I just don't think this is right for me. And maybe because that's not exactly where I wanted to go. You know what I mean? And, or maybe it was, and I just ignored it and I ignored the sign. Anyways, this morning I saw it and I was like, oh, I remember her. And then I saw of all the people that I actually know, well, I don't know personally, I know them socially, that she helped because they were all on her website. And it was only $97. And I thought, oh, yeah, this is literally what I need to know. And so, pretty much this whole day, I have been going through the entire program. And I'm going through the whole program going, this is exactly what I asked for. This is exactly what I need. So now she gave me exactly what I asked for. And so now it's up to me to take that sign, to recognize as this is a sign, this is evidence, and then for me to move with it. So I've recognized this is an opportunity that has shown up for me, and I have to now move with it. If I don't do anything with it, then nothing happens, right? So I'm on step 2 of this. This is like what step 2 is. And I was just like, that's exactly how manifestation works. Okay. Now I could have looked at that and went, oh yeah, yeah, no, I know. Like I know I need to do that, but maybe I'll look into that another time or something like that. Then maybe in another 2 years, the other opportunity would have came up because God, the universe is like, girl, you're asking for this, and I'm giving you. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to take it and to move with it, but you're not listening, right? You're not listening. And so I recognize like, oh yeah, this is what I want. You know what, Karyn? Just take it, go with it, and do it. So that's sign number 2. Sign number 3 is you start seeing evidence that things are shifting. So your third sign is kind of like you see that it's on its way. And it's when you start to notice small evidence that things are changing. And they're usually pretty subtle, right? So maybe if we're going to go with the example of money, uh, you want to manifest whatever, say $50,000, $10,000, whatever, you may get like some unexpected small amount of money. Maybe somebody gives you $100. You know what I mean? Or somebody just gives you a compliment of something that you've been working on, or somebody reaches out, could be like a new client reaching out. Uh, Maybe you're starting to post a little more and now you're getting more engagement on something that you posted. Um, these little pieces of evidence matter a lot because manifestation tends to happen in momentum. So first, small little shifts, then you'll see slightly bigger ones. And then all of a sudden, things start happening quickly. But here is the thing that I don't want you to miss. If you dismiss the small evidence and say, well, that's not the big thing that I wanted, then you're actually shutting down the belief that's going to fuel or that's trying to fuel the process. So, one of the most powerful things that you can do while you're trying to manifest something is track the evidence. And by doing that, it's literally just notice the small shifts. Notice the small, you'll call them coincidences. They're not. I don't believe that there's any coincidences. I believe that those are the small shifts. Those are the small pieces of the evidence. Those are the things that are trying to get your attention. So I want you to notice the small things, notice the small shifts happening. I want you to celebrate the little wins. If you're trying to manifest, uh, you're trying to manifest whatever, $5,000, $1,000, and somebody gives you $100, you better celebrate the shit out of that. The more that you focus on that type of energy, the more it expands. So you're trying to manifest money and you get $100. Great. Celebrate it. You find $5 on the ground. You want to celebrate that. What you focus on expands. So if you focus on celebrating little bits of money, what do you think the next logical thing will happen? What do you think the next thing that whatever is going to happen? You know what I mean? Sounded good in my head. Um, Bigger money, bigger amounts are going to start coming. So I need you to pay attention to the signs and the things that are moving. Okay. If you're currently manifesting something like whatever, money, a new job, a new opportunity, growth, the next level of your life. These are the 3 signs that you watch out for. Your energy around the desire that starts shifting. So the energy around your manifestation, right? You're like, oh, like my energy is shifting. New opportunities, new ideas, begin appearing. Maybe you see an ad like I did suggesting that, something, or somebody says something, somebody makes a post, you see a video. And then small pieces of evidence start showing up. Those are those little coincidences that you think are coincidences, but those are small pieces of evidence that are showing up saying, hey, I'm here, celebrate me, show gratitude for me, because anything that you focus on will expand. So if you're focusing on those things to expand, then they will expand. If you focus on the thing that isn't here yet, well, then say la vie, because that thing ain't fucking showing up. Okay? So I don't want you to doubt anything. I don't want you to don't assume that nothing is working, because that's often when things are already starting to move behind the scenes. So your job is to stay open, stay aware, and just keep moving with the opportunities that appear to you. Okay? Manifestations just don't fall out of the sky. Sometimes we're like, please fall, right? Just fall into my lap. But they don't. They literally kind of I always say that they fall in little pieces to see if you really, really want them, to see how you act towards them. Do you show gratitude toward them? Or you're just like, well, this isn't exactly what I wanted. So, the more you recognize those moments of the little tiny moments, the faster things will start happening for you. So yeah, so I want you just to be aware of those, 3 signs that your manifestation is already on its way. And if you want to manifest even faster on anything, then you know that the Rich Girl Vault has every tool that you need available to you inside the Rich Girl inside the Rich Girl Vault. As always, I will leave the link to that below somewhere in the show notes for you. And yeah, I can't wait to hear about all of your manifestations coming true. And I'd love to hear of, now you'll be a little bit more aware and a little bit more open to when, those, quote, coincidences are happening. I'd love for you to send me a message and say, whoa, like now that I'm aware, oh my God, all these little things are happening. That means it's going to happen. And that just literally opens your belief up even more. So Thank you for listening, and go out there, manifest the shit out of whatever it is that you want to manifest. I believe in you, and I will see you next week. Ciao.